Konnichiwa, GAYA desu. Welcome to Ramen Girl. Today I'm gonna talk about why I love ramen so much while eating this cup ramen, this egg cup ramen actually, from the convenience store. Okay, before we start we have to cook this ramen, which is a little bit difficult. Just kidding, because it's cup ramen. So it's the easiest thing to make. You just put hot water inside if you don't know already. In Israel we don't have cup ramen, but we will talk about it soon. So let's cook. Okay, so I put the hot water inside and now I just need to let it cook for 3 minutes and then I can open it and eat and enjoy my ramen. So let's wait. I remember the first time I came to Japan and I tried the ramen and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, because first of all it looked like anime. I used to watch anime and like the food looks so good, but I thought it can't be like that in real life, right? Well, it is. Like all of my stories on Instagram was ramen and how perfect it looks, like a bowl of ramen. It's like everyone commenting from Israel like, wow, this is amazing, oh my god, I'm so jealous and stuff like that. So that's the first thing that made me fall in love with ramen. Yesterday I tried for the first time yuzu. If you don't know, it's like orange tasting soup for ramen, and I didn't even know it existed, so imagine how much more there is to explore. So I'm really excited about that, and this keeps it fun, you know, it's not boring to eat ramen all the time because you can have so many options. Let's see if it's ready. Ooh, I think it's been 3 minutes now. Yummy. Oishii. It smells so good, right? Before we keep talking, I want to try it. Ooh. So this kind is like a wavy noodles. This is exciting. Wow, this is so good. You have to try. This is the egg. This is so good. I don't even know how cup ramen is created. I really want to study about that. It's really interesting. I think this one doesn't have meat, and I see that a lot of you guys asked in the comments of my previous videos about the meat and religion in Israel, Judaism, if we can eat meat, if we can't eat meat. So let's explain everything. Okay, so I'm Jewish, but I'm not very religious, so I eat like whatever I want to eat, and I don't eat kosher. Kosher is this is the okay food to eat. Wow, this is so good and I'm so hungry. Okay, so pork is not allowed in Jewish religion to eat. Of course there are a lot of explanations why, and it used to be about like what is healthy, what is not, because they didn't have a refrigerator or good cleaning system, so this is why they made those rules. And beside pork, there is a lot of more animals that you can't eat, like horse and rabbits. We can't eat that. We usually eat cows in Israel and chicken. This is the main meat that we eat, but there are specific rules of what kind of animal you can eat and what kind of not, what kind of body they have, so it's very specific. And we can also not eat a lot of seafood. There are also a lot of rules about that, so specific fish and seafruits are not allowed, I think. So I didn't eat all the unkosher things, like we're not allowed to eat meat with cheese. So for example, the ramen that is have meat inside and cheese on top, it's not allowed. You have to wait 6 hours between meat and cheese, dairy products. So I actually waited and like I tried first time in my life, and then my trip to Japan came and I thought, you know what, if I'm coming all the way from Israel to Japan, I want to try all the food. I want to experience new stuff. I want to try the real Japanese food, not the specific type that is okay to me. So I stopped eating kosher and I started eating like everything. Well, not everything, because I'm still not used to some stuff like seafood, so I don't really eat, but maybe with time I'll get used to it now that I'm in Japan and everything and everyone eats seafood. It's very popular here and I heard it's really good. So slowly I'm trying, but yeah, I started eating pork, which I don't really eat in Israel because we don't sell pork. Actually, it's not even allowed to grow pigs on the land of Israel. So you have to like bring it from other countries if you want to sell, and most people don't eat it, so it's not very profitable. So it's really hard to find pork in Israel. So here I'm like going crazy on pork. Like every time there is choice between pork and chicken for ramen, I always choose pork because they make it so good. It's so like, the taste in your mouth is like melting, and most of the time it's kind of roasted and it's so delicious. I'm so hungry. So good. So when I first arrived to Japan, I went to obviously the convenience store and I saw so many types of cup ramen. Really, I didn't know it existed. Even the type we have in Israel, it's only like 3 types of Israeli cup ramen thingy. So really you can find, no matter what you like in your ramen, you can find everything. So if you like spicy, there is crazy spicy ramen. People in Israel really like it. They like the challenge to eat really spicy noodles. And for me it's too much. Really, it's too much. But there is seafood inside the ramen. There is like really special, like I saw even like chef, like Michelin star cup ramen. I really want to try this one. So actually when I just came to Japan, I ate a lot of cup noodles. I ate, I think, every day, like so cheap, and it's not a lot of calories, I think. But recently I've been eating more in restaurants because it's really different to eat cup noodle and real ramen dish in a restaurant. As you can see by my videos, it's really different, even though it tastes also amazing. I love cup ramen, but I feel like it's maybe healthier, maybe I like the atmosphere in the ramen restaurant, like going and experiencing all the atmosphere together. It's the best. I feel like I'm in a movie. For me, it's like every day I walk down the street and I feel like I'm in a movie when I'm in Japan. So when I walk into a ramen restaurant, I feel so warm, and usually I like going to a small places, maybe not even a chain. So whenever I see a ramen restaurant, I go inside, and sometimes there are really cool people and you see they have a story. You see like the person, I can see the owner is working because it's such a small shop, so there are not a lot of workers, and if I come back they can remember me, and it's really cool. I love this feeling. And then you get a hot dish of ramen and you eat it and you're like, oishi, oishi. I'm really happy about that. Really, there's nothing like a ramen restaurant. Nothing I experienced in Israel compares to what I feel here. it's really different for me. Maybe because I lived in Israel my whole life, so it's already so normal to me. But you should definitely visit Israel. We have great beaches, the sea is amazing, great warm people, very friendly, amazing food. Oh, by the way, our most famous dish is hummus and falafel, which you might know because actually I tried a couple of places in Tokyo and it was really good. Usually this food outside of Israel is not the best tasting, but here I ate really good hummus, so I really recommend trying. It's amazing. It's like hummus is beans, like bean paste, and you take a bread, an Israeli bread called pita, which is my favorite bread, by the way. It's amazing. You should really try it. And you just like whip the paste and you eat it, and it's amazing. Or you can eat it like a sandwich with falafel balls, which is vegetables and hummus grind together into a fried ball, and you put vegetables inside and hummus and you eat it, and it's so fulfilling, and it's quite healthy actually, and it's vegan if you don't like meat. So please go try it. This is one of the best food you'll ever experience in your life. This is so tasty. I just came back from a shoot I did that I modeled for, so that's why I have this beautiful makeup on, and I was so hungry because we were shooting for 3 hours and I only had some snacks, you know, while I put makeup on. So now I'm so happy to come to my ramen, my cup ramen, and eat it. It's so nice to eat it after a long day. It's like warm and so like, it's like hugging me and saying everything is okay. I think I'm done. It was so good. I'm so happy now. I feel relaxed. If you like cup ramen, tell me in the comments what is your favorite cup ramen. Maybe I should try it. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe right now and put on the notification button. And of course follow me on Instagram. And thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Mata ne!